All ready to go. Hey, I want to introduce myself. I'm Frank Marzullo from Fox 19 now, along with Mr. Christmas over here.
I'm Tim Anderson from the Naked Karate Girls.
We hope you are. Who's ready for a fantastic afternoon and a lot of horses? Yes.
Remember, the more you yell, the warmer you will be.
Let's hear. If this is your first Lebanon Christmas Carriage Parade, let's hear you. Now, I have a feeling the cheers are going to be a little louder because this is going on for the last 30 years or so. If this is not your first, let's hear you. Feel that energy.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so here's the deal, folks. On behalf of the entire Lebanon Chamber, producers of today's parade, thank you so much for being a part of the 31st Annual Carriage Parade and Christmas Festival. One of two, because tonight the carriages will be all lit up, and the afternoon parade is going to begin in just a few minutes.
Yes, it will. We also, don't forget that the elves are collecting donations. You'll see them walking around.
Wave your hand, elves. Wave your hands.
I saw them walk down this way.
Yes.
I believe they're down there. They're collecting donations along the parade route. They will be supporting the cost of this event. Also, Santa will be available for visitors near the corner of Mulberry and Mechanic.
And the good news, if you were here last year, you know we were kind of doing a little bit of a swim down the street. No rain today. That's what you get when you invite a weatherman. We get the rain away.
Big claps for that one, everyone.
If it was raining, I would be in my car right now because I wouldn't want to get, Christmas snowballs thrown at me.
With
or
wireless
holly
microphones doing it from our car.
Yes, yes. So here's the deal, folks. In 1989, the Lebanon Chamber Board of Directors, they started the Carriage Parade with the goal of creating a focal attraction, encourage residents of your beautiful town here in Lebanon to enjoy the Christmas festivities and discover all that the city, the historic city, has to offer. Today, the Chamber Board is committed to not only promoting our community, but combining Lebanon's historic downtown with our unique take on the spirit of the season, with the largest, Tim, all horse-drawn carriage in the United States.
Really? Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Wow.
So we just got the old hee-haw here that the horses are on the way. You know what's sitting up here? You know what I'm smelling a lot of? That kettle corn across the way.
Yes, and the funnel cakes. I already had one. That was my lunch this afternoon.
Oh, a well-balanced lunch of funnel cake.
Yes.
You must be are you the elf?
It's like a pancake kind of.
Your buddy the elf.
But yes.
Yes. Santa, right? Santa. Hey, thank you to the Lebanon Education Association for taking such great care of the horsemen each year. I mean, you see this come down without a problem, but there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes, getting all the horses and the carriages and the people inside and ready to go to entertain all of you. And a lot of businesses, Tim, help to make this possible. So you can't do this without support of the community. Village Ice Cream, Lavish Salon, and Skyline Lebanon.
LCNB Bank and Double Days Springsboro, along with Village Ice Cream Parlor.
I've been in there before. Very tasty. Domino's of Lebanon, Lavish Salon, Wits Frozen Custard, Domino's.
And the Lebanon Education Association.
Many, many sponsors here, so we want to thank each and every one of them. Let's hear it for all of our sponsors and all of your neighborhood businesses here, folks, that make this such a great place to live.
They are benefiting big time from today from these crowds, definitely.
No, I was thinking of a little hot chocolate.
I know.
Good. Marshmallows or whipped cream in the... Who does marshmallows in the whipped cream? Or marshmallows in the hot chocolate?
I know a lot of kids better be raising their hands.
Speaking of the kids,
yes.
Let me see. If you're a kid, shout when I ask you this question. Have you been good this year? Okay, now let's hear this. Who's been bad? Oh, nobody's been... Oh, come on. Somebody didn't make their bed. Yeah, right there. Yep. Everybody in Lebanon.
Everybody's good.
Yes. Lebanon, also known as Whoville, right?
Whoville.
Yes. There's no Grinches here, right? Maybe one or two. Well,
maybe,
the Grinch is a good guy. He turned out to be a good guy at the end.
He was just wrongly accused, is what
He
it
was lonely. That's right.
Yes.
Living with his dog, Max.
Yes.
Throughout the day.
Also, one more sponsorship that we want to do is the Carriage Parade and Christmas Festival is presented by the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce, with a special thank you to Kettering Health for being our presenting sponsor for this event.
Yes, and a big thanks to the City of Lebanon and all of its staff for supporting today's parade. A special thanks to Advix for being a major sponsor for the event. And thank you, of course, for coming here to historic downtown Lebanon here this afternoon.
Yes. Thank you also to all the, I see a lot of the police and a lot of military people out there. I'm not sure what branch they are, but they are taking care of making sure the roads are closed and stuff like that. Thank you for volunteering your day to come out and do that. Yes.
Yeah, let's hear it for all of our first responders and military and police, keeping everybody nice and safe here. They're the true elves. It looks, Tim, as we're about to get started here, folks, with our first entry in this year's Christmas Carriage Parade.
I believe I hear a clippity-clop.
I hear some bells.
Yeah.
So joining us from Patriot Farms this year are two halflinger mares, Casey and Patty. Let's hear it for them. That up on top there is driver Garth Louth. Garth and his brother Casey both served in the U.S. Army, and we thank you for your service.
Yes.
Alvy, the father, recently retired from the Special Operations Command at Fort Bragg.
Oh, okay. They're out of Patriot Farms.
They want to thank the parade committee and everyone in the crowd for making this special event. Patriot Farms asks that you remember our troops wherever they are stationed. And Merry Christmas from the Patriot Farms Hitch.
Here's our second one. This is Dan and Ann Duran from Apple Hill Farms in Ross, Ohio. They're driving their Brewster Phalion. I should have learned some horses' names today.
Well, you know what? The one name I do know is Santa and Mrs. Claus, and they are there having a great old time, along with all of their elves.
Our next horse we have here is from Jim Kilburn and Helvey Horse Farm in Morrow, Ohio.
So Jim, he's driving the farm wagon. Very nice job there, Jim. Pulled by 15-year-old black Percheron mares, Abby and Judy. And they broke to all farm machinery and have worked on an Amish farm all their lives. This is a pretty one right here. These white horses are gorgeous.
This is Bob and Angela Kilburn from also Kilburn Farms again.
Kilburn Farms, can't do it without you. Thank you so much. Bub's driving his beautiful covered wagon here. They took the cover off, though. Oh, there you go. You got to enjoy this sunshine, right?
Those look like some happy horses.
The wagon is covered, is being pulled by a 20-year-old gray Percheron, Duke and Don, and they've been part of the parade for over 18 years. I love this. This is a little mini carriage.
Oh, next we'd like to welcome Charlie Pope and his sole survivor of every single parade, driving a three-breast of the hand-key ponies to an antique shooting brake built in 1883. Don't break it.
There you go.
Yes.
Very good. Oh, yeah, I feel like Charles Dickens is coming down the street here.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That is really
beautiful. Cool. Okay, now we're speeding right along here. This is our next entry. Velvet's a 17-year-old standard bred, pulling an Amish-made Surrey. Velvet comes from New Vocations Adoption. She is owned by Ava and Janice Pennick of Fayetteville, Ohio. This is Velvet's second time in the parade. She's being driven by Janice and accompanied by her grandchildren. Jacob, Kelsey, Lauren, Danielle, Lily, Taylor, Alexa, and the entire family.
There you go. You got your names in there, kids.
We got them in. Okay, now we want to bring up here this morning Jerry and Nancy Bettinghaus. Now, Jerry and Nancy and family are presenting for your pleasure. Tim, this is a Burgundy. This is Burgundy and Wicker.
A Burgundy and Wicker trap built around 1900. Another one, please do not break. It's out of New York City as well.
Wow,
the carriage is very well constructed and very smooth riding. Yes, the suspension.
And Haneke Pony Gelding wishes everyone a very, very Merry Christmas. Okay, now we get ready for Once Upon a Dream Horse and Carriage. Welcome them. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay, we got the Grand Marshal of this year's Christmas Carriage Parade, owned and operated by Sally Strand, featuring Fifi, a Clydesdale mare,
Clydesdale.
pulling a luxurious French vis carriage. That was my best French.
French viscas.
Viscaz.
Vis-a-vis. Vis-a-vis.
Vis-a-vis.
Vis-a-vis.
There we go. Very good. And a croissant. You two
Yes.
can be ushered with grace and elegance at your event by Fifi and the Dream Team. You guys look fabulous.
Who wants that for their wedding?
Right?
That's one way to go down the aisle.
Or Cinderella.
Or to the aisle.
Okay. Having fun so far, Tim?
Yes, I'm keeping warm.
There's our elves. Make sure
Oh,
you
there they
donate. Donate when you see the elves coming by with the buckets.
Yes, it makes this worthwhile.
Oh, yes. It's cold, but it's not awful. In the sun, it feels pretty good. How we doing, elves? Are those buckets getting heavy? They need to get heavier.
Yes.
We need those donations. Hey, Gelfing Van Dream is here now, 2010 registered, Frisian Gelding.
A Frisian gelding. He is owned and shown and driven by Jacqueline Mead, accompanied by a 12-year-old Will Mead Gelfling, who has won numerous world, national, and regional champion titles at Frisian shows in both carriage riding and hunt seat pleasure and equitation.
Equitation.
Thank you.
There
Thank
you
you.
It's all good.
Yes.
Okay. And then we just saw just now, that was John T.F. Gordon, DDS of Washington Courthouse. That was an 1895 pleasure driving carriage pulled by Gordo, a most wonderful Morgan, adopted from Morgan Safe Organization of PA.
The next entry is a true piece of Cincinnati history, the Kroger Barnley Wagon,
I love
which
that.
was originally used for home delivery in the first Kroger store in 1883.
See, people think they did home delivery now, with all
Yes.
the apps and stuff. They did it all the way back in the 1800s, before the iPhone.
Yes, they did.
Let's welcome now Henry, a
Number 13
13-year-old
here.
Appaloosa gelding. He's pulling a restored 1895 carriage. This is Henry's 10th Lebanon Parade, and he and his drivers, Sindra and Terry, wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Oh, look at this. There's Mayor
Hey.
Amy Brewer. Hello, Mayor.
Amy, we were wondering where you were.
There she is. She's right there, hanging out with us here this morning.
She has been driven by Como, one of the Marty and Friends minis from Greenville, Ohio, pulling a mini sleigh this year.
Oh, very good. Speaking of minis, we got more minis coming over here. And we're not talking about Thomas minis. We're talking about Lavey Farm of Pleasant Hill. That's a cute little, those are cute little horses. That wagon reminds me of the old game Oregon Trail.
Yes.
Yes, in the 80s.
Dying of dysentery.
That was a Conestoga wagon decorated for the holidays. Merry Christmas.
Our next one up is this is Kathleen Wilk and her pony Gary. This is their first year in the Lebanon Parade. She is a local equine and agricultural photographer and a 4-H alum.
Very, very nice. Okay, the Rager family is coming up next. They've got the station wagon of carriages here. Ah, look at that.
Pulled by a 20-hand high 18-year-old Percheron gelding and driven by Michelle Kane. And I just learned what a hand is. A hand is technically 4 inches, is what it is.
Really?
And it's from toe to shoulder, I believe, is what it was. I know there's a horse person that's going to yell at me if I get it wrong, so
You
I think
brought
I'm
the
right.
research today. That's very intense.
Well,
or was that
Frank,
Google?
Frank, I'll tell you what. I have useless horse facts right here.
No, it's not even a prop. I know everybody
Yes.
can't see this, but this piece of paper actually, and it's actually a piece of paper, not a screen.
Yes,
Useless horse facts.
While I had my coffee, I did that one
That's
this
very
morning.
good.
Colmy and Shepherd is the sponsor for that one.
Well, we
Frank-
got more minis coming.
Yes. Frank, did you know that horses cannot vomit?
I had no idea.
Right there. Horses
Why
cannot
can they not vomit?
I do not know why.
No,
And
I know my 4-year-old can. He did it this morning. He had a little bug this morning.
Oh, look at Gooby.
Nothing like changing those sheets at 1 a.m., right?
Nope.
Yeah, always fun. Okay.
And then again at 3 a.m.
It's the gingerbread man.
The gingerbread man.
Hagmeyer Farms proudly introduces Little Patch, miniature horse wearing his favorite red and white Christmas coat. He's pulling an Amish-made oak buckboard. with handmade gingerbread house, and of course, everybody's favorite gingerbread man. Lindsay is driving, joins us from the Ohio State University College of Veterinary Medicine. Go Bucks!
OH!
I-O!
Is the game today?
It is. There is, yes. You got basketball and you got
boy.
football today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wisconsin. Okay, here we go.
Horty.
Oh, I like the number 19.
We have Stetson, an all-black 4-year-old miniature horse. He is driven by Mindy Skiefer of Lebanon and is pulling an easy entry cart. This is their 3rd year participating in the Lebanon Parade. The Outwalker is Matthew Skiefer. The Skiefer family wishes you and your family a Merry Christmas.
Okay, now number 21, our 21st entry here this afternoon. And we have Blue, a 17-year-old miniature horse pulling an Amish-made cart owned by 12-year-old Alexa Niesanger and 10-year-old Abby. This is their 12th year.
Blue,
in the
you look
parade.
great for being 17 years old.
I know, Blue looks fantastic.
Doobie doobie doobie.
So this is their 12th year in the parade. Abby was just, little, and Alexa wasn't even born yet.
No, they weren't.
They were little babies growing up here on the parade.
Here we have 2 entries. This is Circle G Ranch, has 2 entries this year in the parade. The first entry is being pulled by Jules, an 18-year-old miniature horse from Circle G Ranch. This cart is being driven by Kim Green. This is Jules' 7th year in the parade.
Look at that. Jewel looking great. And we want to welcome in, joining Jewel and Kim, we have Spirit Miniature Horse from Circle G Ranch.
Oh, somebody.
The wind got me there. This doctor's buggy is being driven by Hannah. Nice job, Hannah. Spirit has participated in several Lebanon parades. And we want to thank you, the Circle G Ranch.
If I didn't know better, Spirit looks like she's showing off.
Yes.
Look at that face.
Do you know anything about I know nothing about showing off.
Well, it pays the bills.
On
That's
stage,
what I have to say.
That's what
Yes.
I say, too. There you go.
Next, we'd like to welcome Jim and Denise Hawes of Waynesville, Ohio.
I love that.
With their miniature horse, Lily. This is Lily's 6th year in the parade.
Are those baby sharks in there?
Yarg.
They're baby sharks.
They're baby sharks! Doot, 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 doot. Yes! I got a nod from the horse.
Horsey shark, horsey shark,
See, you can't help but do it.
See? Diana Dumford of Many Acres from Oxford joining us now. Diana's riding an easy entry cart, getting a little speedy there. Pulled by Missy, a 19-year-old Minnie from the Judd Porter 6-hitch team.
6-hitch team, wow. Missy lives with her 4 other Porter team and their donkey.
Okay, this is Sammy and CJ. They've been together for 10 years. Scott Lips right there. Take a look at him, looking great.
Yep, that's him. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. The minis, loving the minis. What's become a family tradition for the Jamaica Stables, Germantown, Ohio, entering their 12th Lebanon Carriage Parade is what it is. We have Cloud, owned by Terry Calco, driven by granddaughter Mackenzie Stanley, and joined by grandkids and Chewbacca, their family pet.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. There he is.
You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as slimy as an eel, Mr. Grinch. Oh, I'm sorry. I should be saying something.
See, you actually know the words.
Yeah.
I just hum it. I know the Grinch part. Hold on. Yes, that's the Grinch. Cindy Lou Who, too. And Max is the Grinch's dog, of course. The Grinch brought to you by the Walnut Acres Farm, Keith and Alice Holt of Chillicothe.
Sorry if it took too long. We had to sing that one.
You had to.
And here we have Jane Levick and her mini donkeys, Outwalkers Candy and Renee.
The elves look very warm.
Jane is a member of the Warren County OHC and Ohio Valley Carriage Harness and Hitch Group. We would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas as well.
Well, now we've got the Gorman Heritage Farm. I love the Gorman Heritage Farm.
Yes.
A 122-acre nonprofit working farm right here in the city in Evendale, Ohio. 2 teams here today. The first team is a pair of American miniature horses at Sassy and Star. Hi, Sassy and Star. Farm volunteers start working with the minis to learn how to harness and drive a team. If interested, these Harness Club volunteers can move up to driving our draft mules as well.
Yes, I believe that is what is next here from the Gorman Heritage Farm is our second entry. Stepping in for our beloved mules, Jim and George. We have since retired our Tom and John.
Hey,
Tom
Merry
and John
Christmas! How's everybody? That's a stylish way to go right there. You guys are looking great.
These handsome draft mules will take their pulling to wheelchair-accessible wagon, which was built by Thomas Welding of Georgetown, Ohio.
Now, the dedicated group of volunteers care for the miniature horses and mules and always looking for new members to help. Come visit them at the Gorman Heritage Farm. Pam Barhorse now from Brookville. Pam's driving her mini Versatile Farms Energizer, has won several awards here, and Pam would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. And going by, Nellie Bell, a 15-year-old miniature mare owned by Liz from Hillsboro. Her and her boyfriend Mike enjoyed training and driving her on the roads around the neighborhood.
Up next, we have from Billiards West Mint Acres, is located in Worcester, Ohio. The doctor's buggy they are driving was built in 1962 and restored in 2016. Hold on, horses, we'll get to you in a minute. All right. One too far. There we go.
And the Hartzler family from Marshallville, Ohio, joining us. That's Dwight, Bev, and Mackenzie. Hi, guys. They are driving an easy entry cart by Gideon, a registered American miniature horse, and is a rare pacing horse. He competes at registry shows and fairs. The Hartzler family would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Joining us from Orrville, Ohio, we have Scott and Kathy Imhoff from Imhoff Family Miniatures Farm in Orrville, Ohio, also known as the home of the Smucker's Jam and Jellies.
With a name like Smucker's, it has to be good.
You are really good at those commercials.
Thank you.
Yes.
Willard Scott I wanted to be like Willard Scott when I was a little kid.
Today, Kathy is driving Graham's the Black Pearl, a 13-year-old gelding, also known as Jack.
Oh, I love the blue here, looking beautiful with these blue skies we have this afternoon. This is a number one entry, first entry from Oak Hollow Farms in Worcester. The next generation of the Jackwood family coming down the road in their custom-built sleigh with their miniature mare, Jet, leading the way. Waving to the crowd from the parade route this year are cousins 4-year-old Zoe from Worcester and 6-year-old Vivian from right here in Lebanon. You guys are looking great. That's the way to travel right there.
All right. 39.
There we go. Well, we want to welcome Wallace. Penny Wallace and her mini Butterfinger from Tally Ho Acres in Tip City, Ohio. They recently attended the Spring and Fall National Drive at Hoosier Horse Park in Indiana. This is their first time at the parade and hopefully not their last. We'll see you here next year, too.
Yes.
And at number 41 now, we want to welcome the Stewart family from Waynesville with their 3 entries here, Tim.
3 entries today. Wow. The first entry is Rosa, a mini donkey driven by 4-H driver Audrey Stewart. And number 42 coming down here is the second entry of Huey, another mini donkey driven by a 4-H driver, Ace Stewart. And our last entry here of number 43 is a miniature horse rounds out the 3. Halo is driven by Maggie Hicks, another 4-H driver.
Hello, Maggie. Okay, now
Little
this
donkey.
is Teresa Trunk driving a 2-wheel entry cart pulled by Oakley, a 3-year-old mini Shetland. Oakley likes parades and taking hikes and long walks on the beach. Oakley loves the snow and is ready for a frosty white winter. I am too.
Are we?
Up until about February 14th, and then it can get sunny again.
Yes.
Yes. Well, number 45 now. That's pretty cool looking.
That's gorgeous. Marty and Friends Carriage Company for all your horse-drawn needs. Turbo and Cosmo are pulling their authentic-looking stagecoach. They offer a variety of hitches to choose from. Follow us on Facebook at Marty and Friends to see all of our cute ponies and beautiful horses.
They're gorgeous. Okay, now we want to welcome Marty and Friends again. Pony Parade Company. They're offering so many different things for you, as we were mentioning. Marty and Friends Carriage Company will be there for you, and that is love garland on there. And don't forget tonight, folks. Yeah, some of you said this is your first time. You have to come back and see all these carriages lit up. You can see the lights and garland right there getting ready to go. Now, we want to welcome in the red, white, and blue, the Stars and Stripes from White Surrey, presented by Olds Farms family from Sparta, Kentucky, and Batavia, Ohio.
The Polar Express is a registered Tennessee walking horse that was participated in many horse shows in several states. The Polar Express is driven by Tom and Dot Olds from Sparta, Kentucky. Up next, we have another cart from the Olds family farm. This 2-wheeled cart is being pulled by a miniature horse by the name of Bump the Rock.
Bump the Rock.
Sounds like a racing horse.
It does sound. It does.
Yeah, his barn name is Bumpy. Bumpy became part of the family when he was purchased by the oldest grandson, Cooper, who did the show in 6 and under lead line classes.
And the Roars children have had a lot of fun participating in the parade. There they are walking on by. They, of course, are Molly, the Welsh pony, enjoying trotting through the streets of Lebanon or down the bike path in Oregonia.
Joining us is Red Gate Farm. We have Rita Barker from Hamilton, Ohio. Rita is driving Miss Daisy, a 4-year-old Amish brokeback and white Pinto pony in the Pony Express. Red Gate Farm would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas as well.
Okay, and here, our 53rd entry, we have the RJM Pardon, My French GCH.
Oh, boy.
Who is a 20-year-old Morgan Gelding, better known as Pardon around the barn. He has garnered several national and regional championship titles throughout the years with multiple different owners and riders. Oh, this is like big wheel here. I like those. Look at those tires.
Next, we have CRD Great Expectations. Better known as Marcus to those who know him, he is a 13-year-old Morgan Gelding. He has been shown by his young owner, Emily Torres, to earn several championship titles and ribbons over the past few years. Marcus is a very versatile and personable and loyal friend. You can definitely tell he's personable. Look at that kick he's doing.
Okay, great. Now, we want to welcome our next entry. This is Amazing Grace, a 19-year-old Percheron Arab cross mare driven by Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Tracy and Grace.
We're doing great, thank you.
You having fun? Merry Christmas. Tracy and Grace have been together since Grace was a yearling. They enjoy driving and riding together. Grace is an easygoing, accommodating mare that has been a joy to work with. Okay, coming up here. That's a nice carriage. I like that. This is
Beautiful.
the Stanhope carriage built in Europe in the 50s. It belongs to Michael and Carol Burke of Loveland, Ohio, your town there.
Hi, Loveland alumni. Loveland family.
The carriage
Alumni.
pulled by 2 Morgan horses, Dandy, 16 years old, and Dutch, 14 years old. The Burkes have been in the parade for over 14 years.
Up next, we have Doug Gaker from If You Can Horse Farm. He is riding a refurbished 1880 Surrey made by Cortland Wagon Company. It has been shown in over 300 events since its restoration back in the 1980s.
Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks so much. Okay, now coming down, we've got our friend Bauer. This is red, black Surrey with a fringe on top. It's being pulled by Toby. Hi, Toby. Oh, Toby's beautiful. A paint horse from Heavenward Farm and Horsemanship in Morrow, Ohio. Heavenward Farm offers therapy and riding programs, which is so important for the youth and families and veterans. That's Director Carol Bauer driving the carriage. Hi, Carol. Accompanied by and participating with kids and volunteers from Heavenward.
Frank, did you know that horses have the largest eyes of any living land animal?
I had no idea.
There you go.
I'm going to use that tonight at trivia night.
More useless information.
No, it's good.
It could win you money. Who knows?
Horses don't throw up, and they have big eyes.
Yes.
So up next, we have Bo in his first parade. Hey, welcome. It's your first one. Happy first. Parade being driven by Holly Kemper with daughters, Danny and Hallie. Bo is a Belgian in his late teens and a former work living the good life and loved by his family.
He looks warm. Look at that
does
coat.
look warm.
Yes.
I wish I had a coat like that.
That would, yes.
Yes.
I'd look like a pimp. Awkward. Okay.
Very, very warm.
Yes.
Very hairy horse. Okay.
That's right. Think before you talk.
Yes.
Okay. Up next, we have Scott Family and his friends of Carlisle Junction Farm from Xenia, Ohio. This is a vis-a-vis today is being pulled today by MC's Starlight Captain. He is a 16-year-old registered North American spotted draft horse. I love the painted nails.
Yes, I was just noticing that. Very sparkly. And we want to welcome now, happy holidays from Tinka, a 5-year-old Frisian mare and her family, Heather and the rest of the Kaufman family here. You guys look great. How are we doing? Pat Barry, everybody. There you go. What's going on?
Are you serious?
There he is.
That is...
I didn't know 2 weathermen could be in one spot at the same time.
Exactly.
There you go. Pat Barry, everybody. And we want to welcome in happy holidays and a safe, happy new year right there from the folks at Classic Country 105.9 and 106.7. Looking beautiful.
There you go.
Got Father Christmas right there.
Pat
Nice to
Barry,
see you, Pat.
Pat Barry, you were my favorite weatherman when I was a kid.
He is a kid. What are you talking about?
I always stayed up and listened to the 11 o'clock news to see if school was going to be closed. Hearing it from Pat.
And now we have our apps.
Yes.
There you go, right?
Yeah.
Hey, here comes Mark and Tracy Lucas with their 8-year-old registered Percheron, Doc's Princess Emma. They're here from MT Farms in Jamestown, Ohio.
Jamestown, Ohio.
Okay, now, Mr. Taylor. Now, this is a good looking horse. This horse has some character right here. This is from the Royal Dale Farm of Waynesville, and we want to say a Merry Christmas. Everybody say Merry Christmas to Sadie.
Sadie is a draft mule providing the horsepower for the racemen. Don Smith and friends from Carmi Smith as the outwalker. This makes for their 5th year in the Lebanon Parade. And they wish you all the Merry Happy Christmas as well.
Okay, so coming up next, we've got Nick Schuler and Surprise pulling a Weinsberg cart. Surprise, 18 years old, is a halflinger who is a perfect example of mischief maker. If there is trouble to be caused, Surprise is right in the middle. Nothing serious, mind you, just likes to have fun, and he's a rowdy 3-year-old constantly. It's like having a rowdy 3-year-old all around you all the time, right?
Oh,
like
yes.
a little toddler.
Next riding by us right now is Dawn Colhern and the Colhern Chestnut Acres from Coleraine, Ohio.
And we want to welcome in Bucky.
Okay.
16-year-old standard bred, driven and bred by Karen of Karen's Carriage. Bucky's pulling, of course, his passengers, Bill and Amber Gooden of Lebanon. You guys look great.
Making that top hat look great. That's what he's doing. There you go.
Okay, we want to welcome in Muncie here this morning.
Muncie, here we have Muncie with his Dusty, a 15-year-old splashy, racking horse, pulling a doctor-style buggy, driven by Todd Runklage. Oh, Todd, you're doing great. And is owned by John Muncie, an auctioneer and realtor local here.
Todd's looking good.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. We got some elves coming down here now, Tim.
Okay.
We've got Susan and Jerry Bannister with their 19-year-old. Is it Messina? Yes, I would say
Messina.
so. Messina, yes. Halflinger Messina.
Halflinger, yep.
They have enjoyed and participated in the great event, which is, of course, the Carriage Parade for the last 12 years. How are you guys doing? Looking good. They would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. They got an elf with its legs dangling in the back there.
Oh, I see that.
Yes, I like that.
Cute little touches.
Okay, now we're going to entry number 71, and that's Rachel and her horse, Chex.
Checks. I like that, Nick. Checks.
Chex. Little Chex mix. I like
Remind
Chex
my
mix.
wife.
Cereal.
We're gonna name. It's gonna be one of the names we're gonna do for our next dog. Checks.
Chex is good. So Chex is sporting a buggy, which has been in the family, get this, 4 generations. That's Rachel's grandma, Margie. Rachel's grandma, Margie, gifted her the buggy this year. This is a very special year because not only did it belong to Rachel's great-grandfather, but was completely restored by Grandma Margie and Rachel's last grandpa, who taught her everything she knows about driving horses.
Next, let's welcome Ron Chris, the auctioneer family of Bradford, Ohio. They are presenting their team of registered Halflinger geldings. Original team and king hitched to a 5th wheel shown wagon.
The horse
there's the
thief.
Grinch.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
They got the Grinch. They got him.
Oh, I love the black and green coloring on their headpieces. Man, those are ornate.
So the horse
We were
thief
supposed to read right there, weren't we? We were too busy yip-yapping.
Well, they take the show there. They're returning this year with their 1890 Studebaker wagon, converted and used to transport prisoners. U.S. Marshals called it the Tumbleweed Wagon.
Being pulled by their 14-year-old matched pair of spotted draft horses, Lady and V.
Now, number 74, Victorian-style wagonette is pulled by Tom and Jerry. Oh, I love that cartoon. It's a mule team owned by Darren and Chris Donner of Van Wert. Thanks for participating this year, guys.
Oh.
So entry number 75, we got a little Frosty the Snowman theme going here.
Yes.
This is the People Hauler Wagon pulled by the Percheron Geldings, Tim, Lyle
okay.
and Larry, driven by Carl. Hey, Carl, and Katie. They're from the family Finch Creek Farm of Xenia, Ohio. You may have seen their downtown today giving carriage rides, sponsored by the Chamber.
Perfect.
Ooh, hear those bells?
Oh, man, those are great. Just let those bells ring for a second.
Oh, I'm in the Christmas spirit now. This People Hauler Wagon pulled by Charlie, a Percheron, and Wilson, a Shear. Driven and owned by the Reinhold Finks of the Finks family farm of Finks Creek. Oh, there's the poinsettias.
Our next entry here is, let's see. Yes.
Hello, guys. Number 77.
Yes. This is
Liberty.
Liberty, a 17-year-old Clydesdale mare. And with Nancy Jackson and the reins, a former president of the Ohio Valley Carriage Club. Seated next to Nancy is Kathy, a new member to the club. Welcome, Kathy.
Oh, great. I love the sound of bells.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Every time, what's the old movie? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Every
right?
time a bell rings, Angel gets his wings.
All right. While this one comes by, I would like to do another fact here.
What's your fact?
My fact is that a horse can look in two different directions at the same time by whichever way its ears are facing. So if its ears are facing one way, the eyes are facing one way. I don't know about that fact. They're not chameleons.
You won't be here tonight, but I want you to leave me your fact sheet so I can sound
Most
smart.
definitely will.
Hey, check this out. The Thompson family of Double T Farm in West Union driving the sleigh pulled by a team of 6-year-old cross, gypsy, vanner, and paint mares, Becky and Belle. They want to wish everyone a happy holiday season and a Merry Christmas. Entry number 80 right now is rolling on through, and it's from the Rolling Thunder Farm. Owned by Eli and Jennifer Hemphill of Jamestown, Ohio. Hi, guys. That's beautiful.
Look at that. That's Big Bud right there.
Hey, Bud, what's up?
Bud's a Clydesdale cross gelding who is 18 years old, pulling a beautiful wooden sleigh.
They also give lessons and
Coming
run a small
flying-
4-H club out of the facility.
Coming
Now,
flying through. Here we go.
oh, yeah, we got some speed going here.
Yes.
Speed racer from Newark, Ohio. This is Marianne Hill Farms Percheron team, Murphy and Hot Rod. Hi, guys, and Merry Christmas. They're owned and driven by retired Air Force Master Sergeant Alan Stanley. These versatile, gentle giant draft horses are actively used for farming, parades, hay rides, logging, and riding.
I got scared for a moment there. I thought you said gentle giant giraffe horses.
Oh, well. Did I say
Like they're
giraffe?
giraffes? No, you said
What?
giant.
Huh?
It's your accent. That's what it is.
Yes. My Northern Ohio accent.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 83 here is Eric Spelling from Broken Straw Carriages of Covington, Kentucky, with his passenger Surrey. This is their third time involved in the Lebanon Carriage Parade.
Oh, coming up now, we got to like this one. A little of the Scarlet and Gray, a little OHIO here this afternoon.
Yes, this is Lonnie.
Let's hear it.
Lonnie, this is Lonnie Lavey of Lavey Farms from Pleasant Hill, Ohio. Beauty and Belle are 16-year-old half-sister Percheons and driven by Lonnie and Drusilla Lavey.
Go Bucks, they say. Of course, we'll be saying go Bucks tonight at 8 o'clock. Okay,
Oh,
so here we go. This is a spotted draft horse pulling a box wagon being driven by Wendell Tebow. Love it. That's really cool looking.
That is.
The wreath, everything. I like the green. Okay, now we've got a whole carriage full of elves and reindeer coming up here this afternoon. Let's welcome the Voss family from Delhi Township. They've got Roscoe. Now, Roscoe is a Belgian draft horse, or Belgian draft gelding, pulling a cart full of holly jolly, and he hopes Santa's watching how good and well behaved he is. Oh, Santa is watching.
Be the good boy.
He's watching each and every one of us.
Who the good boy? Who the good horsey?
It's a
Oh,
very stately horse.
This is Guinness. Guinness is showing off.
That would taste good right now.
Yes.
Keep you warm.
He's a 15-year-old Clydesdale gelding pulling a 4-passenger wagonette. Built by Robert Carriage out of Quebec, Canada, and being driven by Karen Green, owner of Hillcroft Crescent Farm.
Okay, now our number 88 entry. This is Bright. Coming up next, our brothers Ike and Tank. 4 and 5-year-olds from Lodi. There you go, Ike and Tank.
Lodi.
They're pulling a freight wagon driven by Karen Bright of Bright Farm. Ike and Tank are usually working the fields or dragging logs from the woods. So being here in Lebanon it's like a vacation for them, right? On the streets.
Oh, that'd be easy. Yes, that's an easy day
Yep.
for them.
Well, now this is beautiful. Is the Elsa in there? I like that. Our number 89 entry. This is Senator Wilson here this
There he
afternoon.
is. There's that big man.
There's Senator Wilson. And Kirsten.
Oh.
Hello, Kirsten.
Hi, Kirsten.
The Rager family farm from Martinsville, Ohio. That's Russ Rager, the owner, of course. The people hauler pulled by 2 18-year-old Percheron mares driven by Michelle. They're Michelle Kane. They're out walking with family and friends. Guys, good to see you. I like the hooves there. The blue sparkle. That's gorgeous. Oh, we've got a whole team of horses coming down here.
What number is this one?
Are we having fun? Oh, beautiful. And you've all been very well behaved. You all get a candy cane after this.
Remember, stay in the sun. It keeps you warm.
So we want to say Merry Christmas. Oh, man, hear those bells ringing? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from all of us at the Stryker Corner Store Belgians. So, Tim, this includes horses, Jenny
Okay.
and Dorothy out front.
Okay.
Then you got Jewel and Rose in the middle, and Tank and Darlene at the wagon.
Interesting thing, the ladies are leading. Another useless fact that I know.
And, of course, they are our major sponsors. So we want to thank you, each and every one of you here, because without our sponsors, we could not do this each and every year. So thank you, guys. Merry Christmas.
Yes, thank you.
Looking good. Ho, ho, ho. Give us a ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
them,
go.
okay. Another useless fact that
Man,
I
that's
know,
loud.
the most dominant female of the group leads the pack of horses usually, not the
Say
stallions.
that again? A what?
The most dominant female of the group leads when it comes to a
Look at that.
herd of horses.
So that would have been Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny and Dorothy. Okay, now coming up here, we've got number 91 here in a second. Coming down the trail. We want to remind you again, while we got a little time, that tonight, of course, all the horses will be lit up and ready to go here this evening. So make sure you come on back for the second installment, the lighted up version.
I really,
I can't wait for that one.
I wish I could stay for that one.
I'm gonna
I
go
wish
home.
I
I gotta
could.
get some lights to put on myself for tonight. When I come
oh
back.
boy. It's
Oh,
gorgeous
look at these
looking
guys
from
coming
what I've
down
seen.
here. This is the old time
What
travel
Clydesdales,
prides itself in raising, training, and showing quality Clydesdales. Old time travel looking great is owned and operated by Debbie Beckstein, along with the assistance of Bill Herrig, located in Wood County. That's about 4 miles south of Bowling Green, Ohio, there in northern Ohio. You got the Eagle. Look at that. Old Time Travel has been a participant of the famous Lebanon Horse-Drawn Carriage Parade and Festival almost for its entire existence for 26 years.
These mares range in age from 17 to 5 years of age. The 2 horses in the front are the swing team, and the 2 closest to the wagon are referred to as the wheel team.
You guys look great.
And the ones in the middle, yeah, you guys are good for something. Yeah, I know. Shake your head, yes, yes.
Yes.
Who's the big? There you go. Pull that, yes.
Oh, look at the little green, what's that called? Little green bows. And now we've got the Street Sweeper. The Street Sweeper is 2 years old. It is a Dodge. No, I'm not sure.
It's a Dodge 3500 HD.
Yes, it's driven by Bob.
Bob has been working with the Lebanon Group for a number of years now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of machinery
It
there.
is. You can see it's twinkling orange lights.
Up next we have your International Street Sweeper featuring an A7 tornado, able to suck up anything in the way. If you think you've got a bad job, look at what he had to suck up right there up front. Okay.
And of course, we want to thank all the Lebanon city workers and of course all the first responders. Folks, that was great. So, mosey around, grab some food, have a great rest of the afternoon, go home, take a nap, and come on back here. We'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock.